Hi, everybody, and welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with my weekly show, The Outlook on the Emotional Exchanges. And so it's kind of like that weekly reading that kind of gives you the idea about what emotional things are coming to you, and of course, why are they important, and where will this lead to? And so I'm using the wonderful deck, whoops, wrong camera there. The final rose right here for the reading, asking those three questions. So I do this in order of the elemental signs of the zodiac. So we're going to do the air signs, then the fire, water, and earth signs. And this reading is good for today, which is June 9th, until next Thursday, and that's the 15th. All right. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. What is the emotional vibration or essence coming to you? It's the reverse temperance, Major Arcana 14. It says keep it chill, but it's reversed. And I think the vibration that's coming to you is a little bit wary, perhaps, in the sense that you're having a hard time keeping it chill right now. There may be some emotional upsets or fracas going on right now. Things are a little topsy-turvy or intemperate. Maybe our emotions themselves are a little bit aflutter right now. Why is this important? Well, maybe something new has begun. It says first date, the Ace of Pentacles, called the Ace of Rings here. And as the idea of a first date, it could be that maybe the turmoil or somewhat emotional intemperance is in fact because something new is starting for us emotionally, a first date kind of thing. Maybe it's not a first date, but maybe it's the beginning of something new in our emotional life, maybe the way it's leveling up, something like that. So it is important that we maybe learn how to balance and control this emotionality that's going on within us. So where will it lead to? My. It's the King of Rings, or King of Pentacles, and it says the jeweler. And of course the ring and the idea of, a jeweler means a relationship is proceeding along a particular course. Now, of course, the King of Rings, the King of Pentacles, is about management. This is the person or the kind of quality that is all about management, how things are controlled, regulated, decided, of whatever. So this could be saying that where it leads to is we have to really get that control that we don't have here in order to manage or further where we want this relationship to go to. Okay, so now we're going to use the Universal Love Oracle set by Tony Carmine Salerno to give us a little affirmation. So this is the Air's affirmations. And it's tantric union. Well, that's interesting considering that we were only talking about the first date. But tantric union, a spiritual energy infuses all things. It is the flow of creation that spirals constantly in search of greater union. This energy is made up of opposite forces that constantly split and merge with one another. Spiritual energy is therefore also sexual in nature. A spiritual sexual union exists between all things. Within humanity, this union can be experienced through the spiritual or physical planes. Your spiritual sexual energy is being aroused at this time, creating a deep desire to connect to another. If you are currently in a relationship, then expect your relationship to deepen. Tantric union is much more than the merging of two people. It is a union of opposite parts that connect to form a whole. Through this merger, the gateway to creation opens as we enter the realm of oneness. This union need not be restricted to solely the physical. Tantric union can also be a solely spiritual one, for it is above all the merging of twin souls. All right then. So it really sounds kind of interesting there, because maybe what this is really sounding like is that there's something important going on in a relationship. It could be the one you already have, but it could be a new one, and that you are maybe really a sense of completeness there, or some reason that your strong energies would want to combine at this time. But we're going to move on now to the fire signs. And the fire signs are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And we'll once again ask what, why, and where. So what is the essence or vibration or energy coming to you? So what is coming towards us? And it's the reversed Queen of Swords. And it says the bitch. And what's coming towards us sounds like a choice, a decision, a judgment that we know we have to make, but we're not very enthusiastic about it. We sort of feel we'll be judged for the judgment we'll make. Maybe it feels like people expect us to be too harsh in our emotional matters, in how we're dealing with somebody from an emotional basis. So I'm not really sure, but maybe this could say that we have a lesson to teach somebody about emotional matters, and we're not looking forward to that, perhaps. Why is this important? Well, it's the Knight of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Wands does appear to be talking about something that maybe we're not really very enthusiastic about. Maybe we don't feel we have some of the assertive abilities to do. Maybe we're a little bit unsure of ourselves, really. We don't feel like we can handle this situation if it's about mentoring somebody over mistakes, or about bad choices, or something bad in that relationship even. Of course, I think we will find maybe that we feel we're going to be pushed around, or we're not going to really have our place or our agency in that relationship. And so where will that lead to? Well, it leads to the King of Wands reversed. And the King of Wands reversed is not a great place for it to lead to. The King of Wands reversed is maybe a higher degree of that Knight. And it's the sense that we're not achieving. We're maybe actually becoming a frightful creature to people around us. And so there's a sense here that we could really screw some things up, really follow our darker inclinations rather than being helpful. All right. So the air affirmation, the fire affirmation. And it's the sacred union. Okay, air signs had the tantric union, fire signs have the sacred union. A current friendship is about to blossom into a sacred union. This is the union of souls entwined in love. It either relates to you merging with another or with a group. It may also reflect the sacred union that exists or is about to be formed between you and a bird or an animal. This card also reminds us of the sacred union we share with nature. Well, I really like this when I look at the cards here, because the cards sort of indicate that in general we're finding our interactions with humans are tainted in certain ways this week, and we're either battling between being overly aggressive or not knowing how to turn on our charm, or not feeling like we are in general strong enough and brave enough to really bring it home. And so maybe the sacred union is suggesting that this is time that we kind of go inward a little bit and we form some different partnerships, especially perhaps if we have a chance to do that with nature. So I think that's really maybe what I'm getting from that, and I hope that affirmation helped. But now we're going to go into the water signs. And water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. This one is for you. Okay, water signs, what's coming to you emotionally speaking? Let's see, the cups. Self-elimination. Water signs, what's coming towards you maybe is the feeling that it is time to put your energy into something else, to move forward perhaps towards something a little bit better, betterment of yourself. And that maybe if there's a sense here that there are some things you are leaving behind that just haven't been working out. And this is especially true emotionally, so maybe something is not happy for you. This could be anything from a relationship, new or old, or it could be other things as well that just don't bring you the sense of satisfaction, so you feel a light shines and points you towards somewhere else. Why is that important? Well, it's the Queen of Wands. the beauty queen, it says. The Queen of Wands is literally one of the most charming people in the world. So why this is important is that you have felt you could do a lot more with your charm factor than what you've been doing, and that maybe you've been holding yourself back for some reasons, but it's time for you to really be number two who tries harder. Where will this lead to? Well, it's the Ten of Roses now, the Ten of Wands, and it's a shoulder to cry on. And I think what that says then is there is going to be some pain here. There is going to be some burdens to bear. And I think it's going to be hard for the water signs to totally move forward with some of that. I'd like to move on now to the water's affirmation. And it's expectancy. Something you've been hoping for may not come about as you had expected. Observe the image on this card. Allow its energy to fill you. Know you are being filled with the infinite power of love. Fixed expectations are preventing something far more beautiful from entering your life. Surrender and trust. Something beyond what you could ever possibly imagine will manifest soon. And it does seem a little bit mixed compared with this. It seems like maybe we are looking at a manifestation, but it seems like it's going to be a challenge to get ourselves there. So the affirmation is probably wise for us to take note and do our due diligence with that. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the earth signs. And earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So what is coming towards you? And it's the devil reversed. It says the villain, but reversed, the devil, of course, suggests that we are freeing ourselves from those things that imprison or limit us or contain us, and that most of those things are in fact within ourselves. And so this says what's coming to you is this sense of really releasing the restrictions or the codependent factors or the obligations that really are ill on you. Why is that important? It's the reversed Ace of Cups. Well, I think it's preventing you from finding your happiness. I think it's preventing you from being happy or from working with the happy energies that are blooming around you at this time. And that it makes you feel like you can't really participate there, or that you're waiting for something else to happen. Where will this lead to? It's the world reversed, and where it leads to, I think, is getting some sense of a stabilization here, some sense of understanding your place in the cycle, and that the cycle may now momentarily conclude, and that you know what you need to do to re-achieve the perfection or things you were still looking for as the cycle starts anew. So now we do Earth's affirmation. And it's Guardian. And I like this one when it comes up. It's come up a few times here. At times we feel alone, even in the midst of company. The Guardian is here to assure you that you are never alone. You are loved more than you can possibly imagine. Just notice the Guardian angel in this image. The lady feels alone, yet she is not. An angel is close to you at the moment and wants you to know it. You may feel its presence throughout the coming days. Watch out for synchronicities. Perhaps it will be through a song you hear or through falling leaf or feather. Keep an open heart and, above all, trust. Remember, angels never intrude, though occasionally they may intervene if we are in danger. They illuminate our path and help us feel safe. You can call for their help at any time. If you have been pondering what path to take, remember your guardian angel will support and protect you regardless. Ultimately, there are no right or wrong decisions, only different experiences. Let go of apprehension and fear. Follow your heart and know you are always protected. So I like that, a devil and an angel. Kind of interesting. I think the angel is here to guide you through the idea of realizing that this is not a zero-sum game. You can win on your own terms without a complete success, but with a success that is meaningful for you and will help you get back to your emotional sensibilities. So this was Oberon here for Goth Tarot. And thanks for coming. Don't forget to watch our other shows. Happy Hour. Unhappy Hour is tomorrow. More shadow work. Material Matters. Our live streams. And the week will start off new. Thanks, everybody. Please support us. Bye now.